OPM is a faith-based organization committed to the spiritual needs of members. However, the General Overseer, Apostle Chibuzo Chinyere, said the church has passion for free schools to cater for the less privileged in the society. The church, through the General Overseer, acquired land at Elekpokwodo, completed the structure and furnished it to enable indigent children and adults gain knowledge through basic education for free. To secure admission, the management of the school organized an entrance examination. Those who have secured admission will be given free uniforms, books, footwears, and visions. Some who secured the free admission narrated how they have suffered without going to school due to lack of finance, and thanked Apostle Chibuzo Chinyere for the opportunity to acquire basic education. They said the free education, which is financed through church offerings and tithes, has made them to heave a sigh of relief. They also called for more free schools by religious organizations and spirited bodies, noting that the economic situation has forced many to drop out of school.
My name is Mrs. Favor Demba. I'm a Nigerian living in Cameroon. We are watching OPM. So these children are not going to school since 2 years, and because of the crisis in Cameroon, no school, even business is affecting. So we are about to go back to village. So I and my husband, we decided to come to OPM since we heard about the free school. Since last week I was here, I was staying in somebody's house. So we came today to take their exam, asking Dr. Jesus to please let my children go to school because they are not going to school in Cameroon. Yes, they participate. I did not hear their name. Because they are not going to school since going to 3 years. Because that thing started since 2016. It affected my husband's business. We are even about to go back to village.
My name is Blessing Elimia. I am very, very happy because my children, the admission was given to them. I'm so grateful to God. Even as I'm talking now, we are owing our house rent a year and 6 months. We have not paid. Even where they are going to school before, we are owing them about 3 terms. We have not paid. We are owing that school almost 80-something thousand. That is the money we are owing them. Even to feed. At the year 2015, their father that was working in one oil company at Trasamadi, he was dropped down. Since that day till now, even God grace, that is the stress is too much. I don't even know where to start and where to stop. I just want to give God glory. May God's name be praised.
Pastor Chibuzo build a free school for people that don't have, for orphans, for people that are poor, that's how they can able to go to school like other children. Yes, one of them I came with a 3. By God's grace, 1 made it to pass. I am not a member. He's a good man indeed. He's a very, very. In fact, I never see a man like this in my life since I come as for this Port Harcourt. A man that can help poor, a man that can help orphan, a man that can build house that people that not have. God in heaven, they continue bless him.
Pastor Chibuzo Chinyere, I want to thank God for what God used him to bless my family. Because of school, my children do not attend to. But I'm giving God in glory. Let God bless his family and his church.
This our man, Daddy G.O. Apostle Chibuzo is a great man. He's helping people. And God used this man to bless my family today.
Well, we conducted the entrance examination into OPM Free Nursery and Primary School, Port Harcourt. And it has been a ministries worldwide to conduct the entrance examination so that we can select qualified and suitable candidates to gain admission into the free schools. It's not just something that we started today. We started over 5 years ago, and by the grace of God, we also have this practice that immediately after the exams, we announce the results. That we have done. Are happy to God be the glory. They build schools with the tithe and offerings of the people. I think it will go a long way to ameliorate the sufferings of the people. And this will go a long way to help the indigent parents, those that cannot afford the exorbitant school fees that are charged by these school owners. So it's a thing of joy. I wish that other men of God, other churches, other ministries will emulate the good so Chibuzo Gift Charity is doing in Omega Power Ministries, using the people's tithe, offering, sacrifices to train our pupils. They are the greater tomorrow. And when you train the children, when you train these pupils, you are training the entire nation. So it is my advice that it is something that is worthy of emulation, something that other churches should do. We are offering quality at this place. At least for over 6-7 years now, I've been the director of exams and supervision. So I thank God. To God be the glory. I'm the permanent secretary, Bureau for Special Projects. Yes, I'm an integral part of this government. And I'm happy to associate myself with Omega Power Ministries in this regard. For a long time now, we've been going on with this entrance examination, and we have other. Okay, let me. In the month of October, we shall still conduct this same exam in Oyibo. We are opening a free school at Oyibo, and that one at Burukiri. Many other free schools. We have a lot of them. So we are not stopping here. We're extending. In October, we will run a similar entrance examination into the Oyibo school, into the Burukiri schools, and we wish the Omega Power Ministries worldwide, we wish them good luck, because they are helping to help through Nigeria. A lot of them came here from other churches, other denominations, both Christians and Muslims alike. A lot of people came. You can see the names that we are announcing now. Some are Muslim names, some are Christian names. Not all of them are from Omega Power Ministries. So it's accommodative. The Omega Free School is accommodative. There's no segregation whether you are a member of OPM or not a member of OPM. Thank you very much.
I just wish other churches can do this. The crowd that came in here today was too much. And I wish God will touch the hearts of these pastors to do the same thing the man of God, the General Overseer of OPM worldwide, the same thing he's doing.
There is no known theological research finding which alludes to the growing misconception in today's world that the tripartite problem of poverty, ignorance, and illiteracy are functions of destiny. Knowledge acquisition has, however, been proven to be a deliberate effort that requires greater support and encouragement to the benefiting individual who needs to undergo various stages of learning to develop his mind to take up challenging responsibilities in life. Despite the critical role education plays in building both the individual and society, the illiteracy rate in many countries, including Nigeria, has continued to swell as dozens of children who should be in school are on the streets selling all kinds of wares. Failure of government to effectively implement and enforce relevant laws on universal basic education is further compounded by growing limits many families from accessing the needed funds to send their children and wards to school. It becomes even more worrisome when churches and other faith-based organizations build schools and make fees so expensive, way beyond what the poor among the congregation can afford. Not comfortable with this practice that is inconsistent with the modus operandi of the early church, which saw the mission as a strategy to make the vineyard of God attractive for the propagation of the gospel of Christ, Omega Power Ministries OPM, ably led by Apostle Chibuzo Gift Charity, is beginning to change the narrative. The desire of the ministry and its founder to take the Church of God back to the good old days when Christianity showed high-level concern to both the spiritual and material needs of worshippers. Conceptualization of an educational empowerment program with an objective of making education free at nursery and primary levels, with plans to extend the gesture to the university stage. The occasion of August 18, 2018, which heralded the formal commissioning of another free OPM nursery and primary school in Port Harcourt, Rivers State, was a bold and charitable move by Apostle to demonstrate to the world that the church can make interventions to bridge the educational gap, particularly in developing societies. It is a laudable initiative designed to give lifeline to more children of the less privileged.
This is what Jesus taught us. Jesus taught us about sacrifice. I was hungry and you gave me food to eat. I was thirsty. I was a stranger, you took me in. And they said, when did we see you hungry? He said, as you do it for these ones, you've done it for me. That is the driving force. As you do it for these little ones, as you do it for your neighbor, as you do it for those you see on the street, you've done it for Jesus. You must not go and throw it to God in heaven.
This beautiful structure, a two-story building which houses several well-equipped classrooms, is the 6th OPM free nursery and primary school by the church to assist more children from poor financial backgrounds get quality education at no cost on their parents. Located at Rukwaku, a fast-developing town in the Treasure Base, the free OPM nursery and primary school has air-conditioned classrooms, library, sick bay, CCTV cameras, functional science laboratories, recreational park, and a whole lot of facilities to enhance teaching and learning. It's a total package for the pupils who also take delivery of learning kits including books, uniforms and sandals, all for free. Despite the huge cost incurred in building this facility, the church insists that the school remains free as Apostle Chibuzo Give Chinyere commissions his latest educational empowerment project to the hopeless in society.
Today, 18th of August 2018, we commissioned this OPM free nursery and primary school and free adult education. In the name of the Father, in the name of the Son, in the name of the Holy Spirit.
We wish you happy welcome, welcome, welcome. We greet you, we wish you happy welcome. Madam Chibuzo, we say welcome. We greet you, we wish you happy welcome.
Must be free, justice must be free, justice must be free, justice money for those people.
You look at it, a situation where the woman selling pepper brings her offering to the church, the woman selling Maggie brings her offering to the church, the man manager brings, then I use the offering and I built an expensive school like this. Then I put the school fees, 500,000. Somebody like this, that the mother is a vendor, cannot. The church tithes, pledges and money that comes into the church is supposed to be used for this venture, because the church, like the man of God always says, most of us laymen will not know. He says the church has so much money, makes so much money. Where does this money go to? Churches, the big churches in this country, their schools are 400, 500, 600,000 naira, but OPM free school is free. I have to call it twice. OPM free school is free. That makes the impact that it is free. Free in the totality. So it's a great feat. It takes a great heart, a large heart, for anybody to go into this venture.
We have 5 uniforms. You see the suit the children were wearing. That's our outing suit. It's made by the church. Shoes and everything you see them wear is made by the church. The free lunch is from the church. Praise the Lord. And every other thing, including pencil. We don't allow parents to even buy us pencil. So it's as good as that. The man, I don't know, but I know he has a lion heart.
Lucky Chukwuemeka's dream of becoming a university graduate was almost scuttled after his father lost his job. The food vendor could not rake in the needed funds to enroll him in school. But because he was not destined to live a life of hopelessness and despair, his story turned around for good when his parents contacted Omega Power Ministries. He was enrolled in one of the free OPM nursery and primary schools in Port Harcourt and has since graduated. Lucky is currently pursuing his secondary education in Port Harcourt, where he is excelling, having been exposed to top-class learning at the nursery and primary school level, courtesy of the OPM Free School Initiative.
Since the truth was, things were very devastating. Not being able to go to school, knowing the fact that you're brilliant, you have the gift in you, but not being able to express it because of lack of money or some other things. But luckily, brought us to OPM, and by the grace of God, the church, from their own pockets, they're sponsoring me throughout my education so I can be able to go out and be proud to be what I want to be. I'm an ex-student of OPM Free Nursery and Primary School, which I'm presently studying at Federal Government College, and I'm being sponsored by my amiable pastor here and the entire OPM worldwide. And I got first position, my second term, first position, and I even came out the best student in my school.
It could have been wasted if OPM had not opened a free school. Look at this brain. This brain could have been wasted. Maybe by now it could have been on the street picking pockets or hawking food. But through that, say no, the right thing must be done. It is wrong to use offering and build school and put the school 500,000. It is wrong. It is wrong. It is wrong.
Lucky's mother also felt Chinyere's benevolence after she received needed boost that upgraded her business.
She was on the selling on the roadside. So the church now said, as we are sponsoring the son, let us upgrade her from roadside to restaurant. So tell us, how does she feel when she sees you now?
She's very proud of me, and I'm very happy about it. Seeing your parents, when they see you smiling, you bringing joy to their faces, it's a very good experience.
Left. The principal, the day he made a speech, the principal asked him, where are you coming from? Is it from Bereton or Charles Day? He said, no, ma, I'm coming from OPM. He said, where is OPM?
The academic brilliance displayed by this young man, who is among dozens of beneficiaries of the OPM Free School Initiative, is the outcome of intended moves by the church to hire the best of teachers around, undergo periodic training and retraining to make them come up to speed with contemporary methods of teaching.
The list we have here is NCE. And you should know that NCE is basic. Even if you have your doctorate degree and maybe you don't have that NCE background, you're nowhere. You know, NCE is the basic. So the list we have here is NCE. We don't employ any other field. You know, if you are BSc, you know, just know. So all we employ, their education brought up, their education list.
I'm a teacher in this OPM Free Nursery and Primary School. It's been wonderful. Every session, the apostle gives us training, different training, like the one we just finished 4 days ago. It was on sounds. You know, schools are saying bye-bye to letter words, welcoming, you know, letter sounds. Phonic, you know, jolly phonics. How you can handle a child or a learner under 1 week, based on the age, that learner will start reading.
Who do you know? I know she's a great woman who stands by the side of God.
Praise the Lord.
Hallelujah.
This is one of the fruits of the Spirit, faithfulness, and it is basic one. In this class, we have toilets, bedroom, where the children can use instead of going outside for the general toilet. Then there is their wardrobe. In this wardrobe, these are the places where their books are being stocked and their food.
Sandals are given to them free of charge. School bags are given to them free of charge. Lunch are given to them free of charge. Books are given to them free of charge. From the offering and from the tithe. The offering and tithe is not used to build an expensive school that the members that contribute cannot attend. No. But
OPM adopts a uniform standard in all of its free schools. Like in others, this one equally has an emergency medical response unit manned by practitioners who provide care for the pupils when the need arises.
Drugs now, the minor drugs children can take while they are playing, they can sustain injury. You have to address it, not to call the parents to come. Those small ones we can handle. By even checking their status before they are enrolled inside the school to know the ones that are okay, the ones that have challenges, terminal challenges that we know how to manage them. Like things like having asthmatic attack. We know their blood group, their blood genotype before enrolling them. This is what the GO does.
It's been 9 years since the first OPM free school was inaugurated in Ohanko, Ndoki, in Okwa East local government area of Abia State.
OPM Worldwide is a faith-based organization established not only to improve the spiritual lives of the people, but also their physical needs. The church had made efforts in making life meaningful to the people of Ohanko East local government area of Abia State through the donation of the school building.
In the name of the Father, Amen. In the name of the Son, Amen. In the name of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
The general overseer, while handing over keys of the school building to the paramount ruler of the community, His Royal Highness Eze Joshua Dagbo, said the gesture was part of the vision of the ministry to positively impact lives. According to him, the project was funded tight to alleviate the financial burdens of parents. The building, which was fitted with computer equipment and powered by a standby generator, was also to expose the pupils early enough to computer programming and software management.
Sustaining the program has been quite challenging and expensive, but the man of God insists on forging ahead.
Education is cheap, but quality education is expensive. By the grace of money coming into the church, a lot of money, millions every Sunday. Pastor, what are you doing with the offering? Why not use the offering and build schools? Let me tell you this: if every church in Nigeria or around the world can just build one free school, you will not see armed robbery on the road. You will not see, because how do armed robbery start? How do kidnapping start? They start from little. When these boys, they don't go to school, they stand on the road, you see them hustling you. From pickpocket, they go into armed robbery. From armed robbery, they go into kidnapping. But if they go to school, you see, foundation, it matters. If every church can just do this sacrifice, open one free school. I'm not saying run like 6 free schools like OPM. OPM operates 6 free schools. I'm not saying run 6 free schools. Just open one. Then you will see that crime will reduce in Nigeria.
God used the man of God to pick us up through the vision of my little daughter, the youngest minister in OPM worldwide, Gift Ganiyu. She won a competition preaching, and she was announced the winner and also made and ordained as the youngest pastor in OPM. I have benefited so much, of which I cannot tell all. Today I own a property, the church.
To show that these children did not cram, we're going to do something now. I need, if today is your first time, I need 10 people that today is their first time. 10 people, today is your first time. 10, only 10. Huh? Okay. If you're a teacher, let me stand up. Okay, teacher, come. Climb here, teacher. Now, where are the volunteers? Teachers. Now, they are going to call. You can use the calendar in your phone to check whether they are correct or they are right or they are wrong. Can you are going to like now. Let me start from Today is what? Today is, okay. Today is 2nd December. Then the children will tell you which day in the week. Like now, if you say today is 5th of November, they will tell you whether it's Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, or Thursday, or Friday. You call any date in this calendar. Call any date in this calendar. Then from January, this is 2017. 2017. So you can cross-check in your calendar. 2017. They will tell you whether they are right or wrong. Let me see whether the money we are spending on these children, whether we are getting right or not. Take. Now, choose any, don't call the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Don't call it. Just say if it can be January, it can be February, it can be March, it can be April, May, June, July. You say 1st of June, or 2nd of July, or 5th of April. Then they will tell you the date. So then the camera can show whether they are right or wrong. Please stay like this. Can you go like this?
Praise the Lord. 14th March 2017.
Tuesday.
Yes, he's correct. 14th March is on Tuesday. Here is it.
Huh?
Here is it.
Are you seeing it?
Praise the Lord. I want to put 1st October 17.
Sunday.
You are correct. I want to quote again 18th September 2017.
Monday.
You are correct.
Let's see whether they are correct. They have to confirm it.
I want to quote.
No, you have to stay like this. So
I want to quote 5th of November 2017.
Sunday.
You are correct.
Let's see, where is it? Move your hand. Are you seeing it in the camera? Huh? Clap for Dr. Jesus.
Praise the Lord. I want to quote January 1st, 2017.
Sunday.
You are correct.
And just show it so that confirmation. Where is it? Stay like this.
February 14th, 2017.
Tuesday.
You're correct.
Let's see. Give Jesus a clap offering. So, shout hallelujah. I think we have made this point. Clap for Dr. Jesus. Don't worry. Everybody go. You are blessed in Jesus' name. Amen. You see these people that came to interview them, they are newcomers. They are newcomers coming for the first time. Now, they are going to see questions and answers. Shout hallelujah. Oh yeah.
1 + 1.
2.
2 + 2.
4.
You need to speak loud. Now, see the answer. It's not like he's in the front telling them the answer. He's sitting at the back. He's not like giving them answers to the question. You have to speak loud.
1 + 1.
2.
2 plus 2?
4.
Are you ready?
Yes.
10 plus 10 plus 10. What's the answer?
30.
Alright, let's go. I multiplied the certain number twice and I got 324. That answer, subtract 8, add 10, add 10, add 3. What's the answer?
30.
Run at my speed 11 times. 34 plus 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 34. What is the answer?
34.
Alright. Given that the roots of a quadratic equation are 9 and 3, in less than 10 seconds, construct the quadratic equation. What's the answer? Correct. X squared minus 12x plus 27 equal to 0. Are you ready?
Yes.
14 times 14 minus 19. To that number plus 3. The total times 16. That answer minus 56. What's the answer?
200.
Correct. 80 plus 80 minus 60 plus 20. What's the answer? 310 plus 310 minus 600 plus 20 plus 3. What's the answer?
40.
The doubling game. 3
6
12 48 192 768 307.
Give Jesus a clap of it.
Let's go. Are you ready?
Yes.
33 times 33. The answer minus 89 plus 5,000 plus 2,000. That answer times 8,000 times 8,000 again. What's the answer? 512 billion. Absolutely correct. Let's go. Square root of 3 to 194. What is the answer? 1.9. I multiplied the second number twice and I got 1444. That answer, subtract 8, add 30, add 3. What's the answer?
33.
Square root of 625. The answer, square root of that number again, divided by 9. What is the answer? 0.5555. Absolutely correct. 80 plus 1, square root of that number, plus 3. The answer times 12 minus 44 plus 8. 182. Run at my speed 20 times. 342 plus 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 342. What is the answer? 6840. Absolutely correct.
Jesus a wonderful clap of.
Let's go. 30 times 30 plus 61, square root of that number, plus 3. What is the answer? 34 times 11 minus 74 plus 61, square root of that number. What's the answer?
13. 19.
Correct. Which one? Is it 19 or 13?
19.
19.
Yes.
So always repeat the right answer so that we know the what. One person said 13, one person said 19. So always repeat the answer after the same.
Alright. 80 plus 80 minus 60 plus 100 plus 100 plus 100, square root of that number, plus 3. What's the answer?
20.
I multiplied the certain number twice and I got 1369.
When they say the answer, you also say it so that you can understand what they really said.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yes.
14 times 14 plus 100 plus 25, square root of that number, plus 3. The answer times 18. What is the answer? 324. 324. Absolutely correct. 324 minus 300 minus 24 plus 82 times 64, all raised to the power of 0 plus 1. What is the answer? 2. Absolutely correct. 800 plus 800 minus 600 plus 2000 plus 2000. What is the answer? 5,000. 60 plus 30 plus 30 plus 3. What's the answer? 103 plus 5. That answer times 108. What is the answer? 11664. Let's go. 80 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 1 plus 10 plus 7. The total times 107. What is the answer?
11449.
All right.
Give Jesus a.
What is the sign value of 15? Sign 15.
258.
Sign 15, 0 point.
0.2588.
Absolutely correct. 0.2588. Sign 1.
0.01.
Correct. 0.0175. Sign 10.
0.1736.
0.1736. Absolutely correct. Let's go. Square root of 2.57826432197. What is the answer?
1.6.
1.6. Absolutely correct.
Give Jesus a clap of it.
The pupils of the OPM Free Nursery and Primary School, and we feel privileged to bring to you this law program entitled Know Your Rights. In every culture in the world, when a child is born, the elders of the community begin to teach the child the custom and the tradition of the community. In the church, when a child is born, the parents will send the child to the children department to learn the scripture. In the book of Luke, chapter 2, tells us how Jesus Christ at the age of 12 was at the temple learning the laws. However, there is one country where laws are made every day, but no one is in those laws. That country is Nigeria, where a citizen ignorantly breaches the law because we tell him in the Latin maxim, ignoranta juris non excuset, meaning that ignorance of the law is not an excuse as provided under of the Criminal Code Act. That is the reason we bring this program to you, so you will always know the law for yourself and abide by the tenets of the law. Thank you.
Thank you too.
The Supreme Court is about to switch off your phones. About to switch off your phones.
Give them at least 2 microphones and 1 person.
With greatest humility, my lords, I am Archdeacon Esquire, holding the brief of General Abel Esquire. With greatest I'm Esther Francis, holding the brief of General Abel Esquire. With undiluted esteem to this honorable court, I remain destined Opera Esquire, holding the brief of General Abel Esquire. Yes, my lord, case number 1. Arrest and the legal proceeding. My lords, every day in this country, we hear how one person arrested the order, the police, the Special Anti-Robbery Squad called SAS, the Department of the Security Services, generally called the SS. My lords, even street serfs arrest people. And one would ask, what is really an arrest? An arrest means to seize a suspect. That is somebody who is accused of committing a crime by legal authority and take him to custody for the purpose of taking the arrested person to court. Merely informing a suspect you're under arrest is not enough to become an arrest.
The sorry sight of what was left of a once revered secondary school in the old eastern region of Nigeria. Ikwori Comprehensive Secondary School, Ohanko Ndoke, Nokwa East Local Government Area of Abia State. The West African Examinations Council WAEC had threatened to stop conducting exams in the school due to its bad shape. It is said that alone cannot do it all. OPM has always seized every opportunity to use gas money for humanitarian projects like this.
Irked by the sympathetic condition of the school, the church swung into action and delivered to the school management a renovated 6-classroom block and another block for administrative purposes. It was further discovered that the school lacked a hall for writing of national and West African examinations. This prompted the construction of classroom block adorned with writing desks and a computer hall with internet facility.
The Free School Initiative is one among the many humanitarian intervention programs of the OPM Foundation.
Why will church offering be used to operate personal school while the members that contributed their offering for the building cannot afford to send their children to the school? Why will church offering become personal wife? Why? This wickedness must stop. God's money must be used for God's people. This is why OPM Church is using God's money to operate free school, and God is happy with OPM.
I know the pain you feel inside.
You can connect to this rebel vision that is making God happy, so that God can be happy with you by paying your tithe in OPM, and God will be happy with you. OPMB account OPM Free Education account number 036-339-0061. Church school must be free.
There is no known theological research finding or scriptural passage which alludes to the growing misconception in today's world that the tripartite problem of poverty, ignorance, and illiteracy are functions of destiny. Has, however, been proven to be a deliberate effort that requires greater support and encouragement to the benefiting individual who needs to undergo various stages of learning to develop his mind to take up challenging responsibilities in life. But despite the critical role education plays in building both the individual and society, the illiteracy rate in many countries, including Nigeria, has continued to swell as dozens of children be in school are on the streets selling all kinds of wares. Failure of government to effectively implement and enforce relevant laws on universal basic education is further compounded by growing poverty that limits many families from accessing the needed funds to send their children and wards to school. It becomes even more worrisome when churches and other faith-based organizations build and make fees so expensive, way beyond what the poor among the congregation can afford. Not comfortable with this practice that is inconsistent with the modus operandi of the early church, which saw the missionaries offer free education as a strategy to make the vineyard of God attractive for the propagation of the gospel of Christ, Omega Power Ministries OPM, ably led by Apostle Chibuzo Givchinyo, the narrative. The desire of the ministry and its founder to take the Church of God back to the good old days when Christianity showed high-level concern to both the spiritual and material needs of worshippers informed the conceptualization of an educational empowerment program with an objective of making education free at nursery and primary levels, with plans to extend the gesture to the university stage. The occasion of August 18, 2018, which heralded the formal commissioning of another free OPM nursery and primary school in Port Harcourt, Rivers State, was a bold and charitable move by Apostle Chibuzo Chinyere to demonstrate to the world that the church can make interventions to bridge the educational gap, particularly in developing societies. It is a laudable initiative flying to more children of the less privileged.
But this is what Jesus taught us. Jesus taught us about sacrifice. I was hungry and you gave me food to eat. I was thirsty, you gave me drink. I was a stranger, you took me in. And they said, when did we see you hungry? He said, as you do it for these ones, you've done it for me. That is the driving force. As you do it for these little ones, as you do it for your neighbor, You see on the street, you've done it for Jesus. You must not go and throw it to God in heaven.
This beautiful structure, a two-story building which houses several well-equipped classrooms, is the 6th OPM free nursery and primary school built by the church to assist more children from poor financial backgrounds get quality education at no cost on their parents. Located at Rukwaku, a fast-developing town in the free OPM nursery and primary school has air-conditioned classrooms, library, sick bay, CCTV cameras, functional science laboratories, recreational park, and a host of other state-of-the-art facilities to enhance teaching and learning. It's a total package for the pupils who also take delivery of learning kits including books, uniforms and sandals, all. Despite the huge cost incurred in building this facility, the church insists that the school remains free as Apostle Chibuzo Give Chinyere commissions his latest educational empowerment project designed to give hope to the hopeless in society.
Today, 18th of August 2018, we commissioned this OPM free nursery and free adult education. In the name of the Father, in the name of the Son, in the name of the Holy Spirit.
We wish you happy welcome, 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 welcome. We greet you, we wish you happy welcome. Madam Chibuzo, we say welcome. We greet you, we wish you happy.
Must be free, just 'cause must be free, just 'cause must be free. Use God's money for those people.
You look at it, a situation where, okay, example now, I'm a pastor. The woman selling pepper brings her offering to the church. The woman selling Maggie brings her offering to the church. The bank manager brings, then I use the offering and I built an expensive school like this. Then I put the school fees, 500,000. My mother is a food vendor, cannot.
The church tithes, pledges and money that comes into the church is supposed to be used for this venture, because the church, like the man of God always says, most of us laymen will not know. He says the church has so much money, makes so much money. Where does this money go to? Look at other churches, the big churches in this country. Their schools are 400, 500, 600,000 naira, but OPM free school is free. I have to call it twice. OPM free school, that makes the impact that it is free in the totality. So it's a great feat. It takes a great heart, a large heart, for anybody to go into this venture.
We have 5 uniforms. You see the suit the children were wearing, that's our outing suit. It's made by the church. The shoe, the stockings and everything you see them wear is made by the church. The free lunch is from the church. Praise the Lord. And every other thing, including pencil. We don't allow parents. So it's as good as that. The man, I don't know, but I know he has a lion heart.
Lucky Chukwuemeka's dream of becoming a university graduate was almost scuttled after his father lost his job and his mother's trade as a food vendor could not rake in the needed funds to enroll him in school. But because he was not destined to live a life of hopelessness and despair, his story turned around for good at Omega Power Ministries. He was enrolled in one of the free OPM nursery and primary schools in Port Harcourt and has since graduated. Lucky is currently pursuing his secondary education at the Federal Government College in Port Harcourt, where he is excelling, having been exposed to top-class learning at the nursery and primary school level, courtesy of the OPM Free School Initiative.
So the was very devastating. Not being able to go to school, knowing the fact that you're brilliant, you have the gift in you, but not being able to express it because of lack of money or some other things. But luckily, God intervened and brought us to OPM. And by the grace of God, the church, from their own pockets, they're sponsoring me to have my education so I can be able to go out and be proud to be what I want to OPM Free Nursery and Primary School, which I'm presently studying at Federal Government College, and I'm being sponsored by my amiable pastor here and the entire OPM worldwide. And during my first term, I came out first position. My second term, first position. And I even came out the best student in my school.
It could have been wasted if OPM had not opened a free school. Look at this brain. This brain could have been wasted. Biscuits or hockey food. But through that, say no, the right thing must be done. It is wrong to use offering and build school and put the school 500,000. It is wrong. It is wrong. It is wrong.
Lucky's mother also felt the impact of Apostle Chinyere's benevolence after she received the needed boost that upgraded her business.
She was on the selling on the roadside. So the church now said, as we are sponsoring the upgrader from roadside to restaurant. So tell us, how does she feel when she sees you now?
She's very proud of me, and I'm very happy about it. Seeing your parents, when they see you smiling, you bringing joy to their faces, it's a very good experience.
Lucky that left, the principal, the day he made a speech, the principal asked him, where are you coming from? Is it from Bereton or Charles Day? He said, no, ma, I'm coming from OPM. He said, where is OPM?
Academic brilliance displayed by this young man, who is among dozens of beneficiaries of the OPM Free School initiative, is the outcome of intended moves by the church to hire the best of teachers around. These teachers undergo periodic training and retraining to make them come up to speed with contemporary methods of teaching.
The list we have here is NCE. And you should know that NCE is basic. If you have your doctorate degree and maybe you don't have that NCE background, you know, NCE is the basic. So the list we have here is NCE. We don't employ any other field. If you are employing, that is maybe BSc, just. So all we employ, their education brought up, their education list.
I'm a teacher in this OPM Free Nursery and Primary School. It's been wonderful. Every session, the apostles training, different training, like the one we just finished 4 days ago. It was on sounds. Schools are saying bye-bye to letter words, welcoming, letter sounds. We are just trained on phonic, jolly phonics. How you can handle a child or a learner under 1 week, based on the age, that learner will start reading.
Faithfulness, and it is basic one. In this class, we have a tinted AC, we have toilets, bedroom, where the children can use instead of going outside for the general toilet. Then there is their wardrobe. In this are these stocks and their food.
Sandals are given to them free of charge. School bags are given to them free of charge. Lunch are given to them free of charge. Books are given them free of charge. Everything is free from the offering and from the tithe. The offering and tithe is not used to build an expensive school that the members that contribute cannot attend. No.
OPM adopts a uniform standard in all of its free schools. Like in others, this one equally has an emergency medical response unit manned by seasoned health practitioners who provide care for the pupils when the need arises.
Drugs now, the minor drugs children can take. Why they are playing, they can sustain injury. You have to address it, not to call the parents to come. Not one we can handle. By even checking their status before they are enrolled inside the school to know the ones that are okay, the ones that have challenges, terminal challenges that we know how to manage them, like things like having asthmatic attack and the rest. We know their blood group, their blood genotype before enrolling them. This is what the GO does.
It's been 9 years since the first OPM free school was inaugurated in Ohanko, Ndoki, in Okwa East Local Government Abia State.
OPM Worldwide is a faith-based organization established not only to improve the spiritual lives of the people, but also their physical needs. The church had made efforts in making life meaningful to the people of Ohanko in Ndoki, Okwa East local government area of Abia State through the donation of the school building.
In the name of the Father, Amen. In the name of the Son, Amen. In the name of the Holy Spirit.
Amen. The general overseer, while school building to the paramount ruler of the community, His Royal Highness Eze Joshua Dagbo, said the gesture was part of the vision of the ministry to positively impact lives. According to him, the project was funded through church offering and tithes to alleviate the financial burdens of parents. The building, which was fitted with computer equipment and powered by a standby generator, was also to expose the pupils early enough to computer programs.
Sustaining the program has been quite challenging and expensive, but the man of God insists on forging ahead.
Education is cheap, but quality education is expensive. By the grace of God, there's a lot of money coming into the church. A lot of money, millions every Sunday. Pastor, what are you doing with the offering? Why not use the offering and build schools? Let me tell you this. If every church in Nigeria build one free school, you will not see armed robbery on the road. You will not see, because how do armed robbery start? How do kidnapping start? They start from little. When these boys, they don't go to school, they stand on the road, you see them hustling you. From there, they go into pickpocket. From pickpocket, they go into armed robbery. From armed robbery, they go into kidnapping. But if they go to school, you see, foundation, it matters. If every church can just do this sacrifice, like 6 free schools like OPM. OPM operates 6 free schools. I'm not saying runs 6 free schools. Just open one. Then you will see that crime will reduce in Nigeria.
God used the man of God to pick us up through the vision of my little daughter, the youngest minister in OPM Worldwide, Gift Ganiyu. Preaching, and she was announced the winner and also made and ordained as the youngest pastor in OPM. I have benefited so much, of which I cannot tell all. Today I own a property through the church.
The sorry sight of what was left of a once revered secondary school in the old eastern region of Nigeria. Ikwori Comprehensive Secondary School, Ohanko Ndoki, local government area of Abia State. The West African Examinations Council WAEC has threatened to stop conducting exams in the school due to its bad shape. It is often said that government alone cannot do it all. OPM has always seized every opportunity to use gas money for humanitarian projects like this.
Act by the sympathetic condition of the school, the church swung into action and delivered to the school management a renovated 6-classroom block for administrative purposes. It was further discovered that the school lacked a hall for writing of national and West African examinations. This prompted the construction of the building of another 12-classroom block adorned with writing desks and a computer hall with internet facility.
The Free School Initiative is one among the many humanitarian intervention programs of the OPM Foundation. The church has for a couple of years now been running where people from poor backgrounds, irrespective of their ethnic and religious affiliations, are allowed to visit. Whether you are a Christian or Muslim, if you are hungry and cannot afford a meal, the OPM Free Restaurant is there for you. The church, through the spiritual and purposeful leadership of Apostle Chinyere, set up an amnesty program with the aim of complementing efforts by government to stamp out gangster and other social vices. Under the OPM amnesty scheme, the General Overseer takes the gospel of Christ to the agitators who accept to turn a new leaf, having been convinced by the man of God that the path to salvation is more rewarding.
Christ. So don't say, hey, I be job man. Nothing God cannot do. Hey, my life is finished. I'm a job man. A lie. Nothing God cannot do. After good Lord Jonathan, he no get shoot to go school. He didn't get shoot to go to school. God change his life. If God can change Jonathan's life, God can change your life. Maybe the next governor is here. The next House of Assembly is here.
Stage is the disarmament proper, where the repentant militants, having become born again, voluntarily surrender their arms to the church, which in turn hands over the weapons to the police authorities. The church then follows them up at the rehabilitation phase, where the ex-agitators are accommodated, placed on allowances and trained to acquire vocational skills that can help them fend for themselves. Since the program benefited from the gesture in Port Harcourt, and their testimonies are mind-blowing.
Sir, I'm Christopher Bo by name. I'm from Ogoni, Ghana. I'm one of those commanders disturbing East-West Road and the sea in Ogoni land. So I decide to worship God, bring my life to Christ, because no other way.
You don't want to stop that East-West Road again?
Yes, sir. And I'm Iceland as a courtsman. So I say I deny God from my life to Christ. That is why I'm
beautiful.
here.
Clap for Dr. Jesus.
My name is Thank God Michael. I'm a member of Curtis. I travel from land to sea. And I'm
area? Which area where you in trouble?
From Opoko to sea, Opoko to river to Bori. So from today I come here to give my life to Christ. I don't want to be a Curtis again in my life.
Give Jesus a clap of it. Dr. Jesus in action.
My name is Gift Uba. I'm from River State. I'm a member of J-Vice. But today I've decided to give my life to Christ after I have my gunshot accident. I survived it and I did. I'm thanking God for making me to be among, to be today. Because it's not by my power.
You were shot. Where were you shot? You see, for him to survive this gunshot, it means God has something for his life. So, okay, it passed from here and come out here. And after this gunshot, you still continue. Eh?
Yes, sir.
You see, the gunshot couldn't stop him, but Jesus stopped him. The gunshot couldn't stop him from going to crime, but Jesus stopped him. Give Jesus a clap offering. The body Jesus cannot change, can never change forever. Come, which area do you operate?
Omok.
Omok.
Yes, sir.
Go this way. You see, we use from the offering to rehabilitate these people, give them a new life. That is what the offering is for. That is what the offering and tithe is for. OPM is it from the offering to operate free restaurant so that those that are hungry can go and eat. Why are you not doing the same? Like we baptized some of the ex-militants. They got baptized. The Holy Spirit. In the name of Jesus.
The Holy Spirit. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you. Come in. You're free. You're free.
In Jesus' name.
Yeah, you started to come out for the water.
Hold on, well. Hold on, sit and down.
You are free in Jesus' name. Amen.
I'm very okay, I'm very happy. I've given my life finally to Christ. I've decided to be with him. He's now my Lord and personal Savior. I thank him for keeping me alive till today, for all the sin I've done in my life, for him to have the mercy to keep me alive till today. I glorify his name and I thank him very much.
What are those things that you have done in the past?
Yeah, I was one of the courtesans in Ahoda as Iceland member in Ahoda, right? Since Iceland started in Ahoda, I was one among them, and all my friends that we started together, many of them have died, and I'm still alive till today. So for him alone that keeps me alive, I thank him very much. Now I've given my life totally to him. I submit everything. He's now my father, so I will serve him forever.
What would be your advice to your friends?
The advice I have my friends over there is for them to come and join me today. Let them give their life to Christ, because there is nothing in those business.
My name is Daddy Mene.
Today you've been baptized. How do you feel?
I feel Holy Ghost in me. I feel like never before in my life. My former life, I was a cultist. I based at Diop, my 2 Diop in Waterfront. My life in those days were nonsense, and when I see my life, because in those times I was fighting even in my community. Now if I come in my community now, people have been hearing that I've given my life to God, because I come from Ogoni, Benya town. If I come in my place, even the chief, they are scared of me, but today they are not scared of me anymore. So I give my life to God. By the grace of God, God has restored me, because when the way I was before, I am not again now. But everything in my life have changed. That's about me. The advice I have for my friend out there is that we were many were caught, like in the sense of caught their head in the same community, and we were about 20, and now we are about only 8. And some of us in this church, they are pastor, they are in pastor school. So I give my life, I thank God for everything that God has done in my life. And people that are out there, what I have to let them understand is that God is the, because when you hold God, nothing will disturb you. Because when they say they will kill you, they will kill you. God stand by your side and nothing will come across your way. That's all I have to tell people out there.
Fine. My name is Lady Leson. I'm from community Okwale in Kana local government. I'm one of the very happy boys that baptized today. I'm very, very happy, because when I dip inside the water, the spirit, all the spirit that things have been done before, the grace of God. As I resurrect with power from the Holy Spirit. I'm a member of Curtis in Coastal Iceland. So my men outside there, I'm telling them that there is no gain for the business. Though, because of me, with what God has done to me, 3 people are giving their life to Christ in OPM. So I still thank God that others that are outside that they should know that there is no gain. Because in Okwale community, the way things go around in Okwale community, so I'm begging God to pray in my community. And those are my friends. Some of them, like last 2 weeks, 2 of them was killed in a robber case. Why I preach it to them when I travel to community, I tell them to leave that kind of thing, because all of us we have been into the business. So I tell that the business does not pay, that they should leave the business and follow me, come to OPM and give their life to Christ. But thank God today, 3 persons are following me to give their life to Christ. So today I'm the number 1 person. I'm the happiest person today, because I baptized today in glory. Even our Daddy Dio, I thank Daddy Dio, because it's not him. I don't know where I support to be by today. Maybe by now I support don't die, because many of my friends, many of them, they have died. We are buried them, and some die inside bush based on what cultism. But when we hear the call, because I locate this ministry from television, when I run to my sister, when the 2 flags we are fighting each other, so I find myself in a good way now. So I give God the glory. In Jesus' name.
I'm John Winston Amoikara by name. Feel very good, feel very great. It is a good thing to baptize with the Lord. This signifies that you have died and resurrected with the Lord Jesus Christ. Most things I have done in the past have gone out of me. The things that were after me from today, they are no more, because I have died and resurrected with the Lord. And I'm very happy today giving my life to Christ. Back at the nonsense that I've done in the past, it makes me feel bad. But because Christ in me today, I'm very happy. Okay, my past life, I was once a court leader, a .1 elder and general secretary of Devon Confraternity in Kanaeji. I was once a killer, a murderer, all such of life was in me. There is nothing a man could do that I have not done in my life. But today I'm here being baptized because I don't want to do it again. And I will not advise anybody that is close to me to involve in criminal or cultists or anything that will tarnish their image, because there is no benefit in serving courtesy. How many courts people can gather in an open ground like this without being scared? They cannot gather because they know what they are doing is bad. Nobody will compromise with them. That's why all the evil gathering always be in secret place. Look at the things is going smoothly because we are working for God.
Yes, I'm very happy today because today is a wonderful day that God has set aside for me to be born again. And I have resurrected with our Lord Jesus Christ today, so I'm very happy. I'm from Ogoni. I'm a native of prayer community. By the grace of God, I'm a pastor student in Omega Power Ministry. I'm very happy because and I have done a lot of things which God did not like. I have killed, I'm a kidnapper. I have initiated a lot of men and women into secret court. In my communities, they know me as the general number 1. I was a .1 yesterday in secret court. Also, the general number 3 in Ogoni, as a general number 3 man in Ogoni, in Devon Confraternity. For God today, I'm born again. And for all what our daddy and the Lord have done, I'm grateful. And I say the same God who have given the powers to do that, the powers to the less privileged, the powers to sponsor me in my Bible school, I say may God Almighty reward him. My advice to my friends and for the youth is that if you have not given your life to Jesus Christ, you better do that before it will be late. And I'm advising everybody from secret court, stay far from kidnappings, stay far from armed robbery, stay far from lying and deceiving people, stay far from things of the world, so that you will be safe. Because a lot of my friends, they died in it, and by the grace of God, I am very happy that I didn't die in it. Even on the mission ground, I have lost different people on mission ground, which we went out together to operate, but they did not return again. That I'm alive, to tell the less privileged that they should be wise and stay far from devil, for in Jesus' name.
Now they are baptized, all their sins have been washed away. If rapture happen now, they will make heaven. All this was done through the offering. I'm not saying it like somebody doesn't know it. I'm saying because it's already happening. It is time for members to walk up to their pastor. Excuse me, pastor. I've been in this church for 5 years, 10 years. I've been paying my tithe and offering. What have you been using the money to do?
A similar program was also initiated by OPM to convert and rehabilitate commercial sex workers in Port Harcourt. Just as the case with the ex-militants, OPM provides homes and empower them with necessary skills to become.
No responsible husband will come see you that are married unless a conductor or abro. But when you are doing business, responsible person can come there. This girl is selling something. You're industrious. Marry you, Abi? Yes. Or you want to remain like this? No! You know, there's an age where woman go rich. So if you are not able to take advantage now, there's an age where you go rich, you go to find husband, or you don't old enough. So it is now When you serve God, a man see that this girl has a fear of God. This girl, instead of us telling her about she's doing business. Each of the bag, because like you are starting life all together. In the back, you have dresses because what people are wearing is not dress. We have dresses for you. There is stove, because you cook, plates to start a new life. There is a shop, all of you, and your business will start.
Interestingly, a good number of the former commercial sex workers who were led to Christ and rehabilitated by Omega Power Ministries eventually found their life partners and subsequently got married.
What they find in the team, by the grace of God, will see how can help you. I'm saying, will help you out. We are going to bring people that come and teach you skills. And there's a woman. Do you know how she became millionaire? Just she's doing this hair tie and this company, this go Christmas and all this. I'll bring in tailor. They'll come and teach you to tailoring. When you let her, I'll give you sewing machine free. Your hairstylist. Okay, I'll open the salon for you.
The impact OPM has so far, particularly the poor in society, is quite huge. For this great man of God, doing good is a passion driven by an unquenchable desire to emulate the footsteps of Jesus Christ, who, in addition to preaching salvation during his days on earth, was equally concerned about the material needs of the people.
Why will operate personal school while the members that contributed their offering for the building cannot afford to send their children to the school? Why will church offering become personal money for pastor and pastor's wife? Why? This wickedness must stop. God's money must be used for God's people. This is why OPM Church is using God's money to operate free school, and God is happy with OPM.
I know the pain you feel.
You can connect to this radical vision that is making God happy, so that God can be happy with you by paying your tithe in OPM, and God will be happy with you. Bank FCMB account OPM Free Education account number 036-339-0061. Church school must be free.
By the grace of God, the Lord has given me a divine project, and the divine project is 45,000 children to attend free school. And I will not rest until this is actualized. God has used this in many ways. Like we know the story of the boy that the father abandoned the mother and the siblings. And the boy could not go to school. So the boy started learning mechanic. A young man that's supposed to be in school, he started learning mechanic. What a shame.
So, madam, what are you saying?
As it the tire come by, everything drop it, fix it back normal.
That's great.
And he will tight this tire back, nothing. If another person to go lose it, he can't lose it unless you use pipe. So he can work everything as it seems. So even though when I want to travel to Abakaleke, I even the thinking to tell him mother that I will take him to Abakaleke, so we work together. He's working now. Leave this for you.
God bless you.
Amen.
But today we want to inform you that OPM Free School has given.
Praise the Lord! Che! Wow!
He has gained admission in OPM primary, free nursery and primary school.
Che, thank God.
The church is going to train him now. You know, at his age, he's supposed to be in school.
That's what we are saying.
Where he must have. Right now, he has an orientation of this thing.
Yes, so mechanical engineering,
become a senior.
Yeah. Jesus' name.
Like you'll be a mechanical
Engineering. Yes, so that's powerful on our own. We go there under you, they work for you. Yes, so.
Understand? You will clean the tears of your mother. See, she's crying now.
He's crying.
You will change the history of your family in Jesus' name. Amen. Our daddy in the Lord said we should come and tell him that he has gained admission into the school.
Thank God. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, that's yes. How are you? Okay, this is the boy that was learning mechanic. I'm telling you, come. What and what do you know in mechanic?
I can change shock. I can change.
You can change
shock and camber and leakage and shock and shaft and many things in car.
Wait, you can change shaft?
Yes.
Is it assisted or only you can do it?
Only me can. 11 years.
What happened that you stopped?
Go for no money. And my father pursued us from his house.
You are feel but you go back to school now?
I'm feel happy.
Now, what are the cars you can prepare?
Sienna, Corolla, Nissan Altima, Honda Pilot, and we used to watch Japanese. Any motor that they used to call Japanese.
Where are you now?
I'm with my parents, with my mother in the house.
Where? Which kind of house?
In Bacha.
Are you the first?
Yes.
And now we didn't discriminate because the mother doesn't come to him. The father drove the mother away. We didn't say, oh, your parents are not members of OPM, you cannot come, you can. We enrolled. These are the kind of people this program is meant for. Because a lot of money comes into the church, millions every Sunday. It is time for pastor to channel it through us this education. Tell me, this boy now at this age is doing mechanic. He can. This is his scholar. I don't even know. At 11. But now, if all the churches can just PM is operating 7, just open one free school and help someone like this. What's your name?
Prosper Okando.
Prosper. There is a prosper in every street. There is a prosper in every state. There is a prosper in every country. If church pastors can use the money that comes into the church to help every prosper, he will not become a miscreant. He will not become a menace to the community. Now he's going to school. No more doing mechanic. No more going to repair this, do this.
Such a tender age.
At such a tender age, there is a prosper in every street. Pastors, please, instead of using that money to open expensive school that the members cannot attend, please, I'm pleading with you, for the sake of God, for your conscience, for the sake of your conscience, please, use that offering to build a free school. And call to everyone listening, wherever you're watching me around the world, channel your resources to where the work of God is done. If your pastor is using the offering to build expensive school, that is not the work of God. God is not happy with it. Channel it to OPM where the work of God is done. There are many prospers waiting to be delivered. There are many prospers in every street. For the pastor to enrich himself, buy all the whole beautiful houses in Port Harcourt, live extra luxurious life without helping the poor. See now, we don't only give them uniform. He got admitted. When did they admit you?
Is today.
Today. And look, are you saying with uniform?
Yeah,
complete. Shoe. So, excuse me. How much did you pay for this uniform?
I not pay any money.
How much did you pay? Socks.
I not pay any money.
How much do you pay for the shoe?
I not pay any money.
He's starting today for the first time. Oh, this is the first time you're starting school, and you already have all this.
And he ate lunch today.
And he ate lunch, and he was given provision. With Brooks free, school sandals free, school bag free, lunch free, canvas free. There's a lot of money coming into the church. If you are paying your tithe enrich himself, him and his children. I'm sorry, you are paying your tithe in the wrong soil. I'll advise you now. If your pastor is operating an expensive school where the children of the less people cannot attend, please look for any church where they use the offering to operate free school and pay your tithe there.
And we have another situation of a Nigerian living in Cameroon, and because of the problem they're having in Cameroon, where they are attacking those from the northern side of Cameroon, attacking those southern side of Cameroon, and these children couldn't go to school, and the mother watched the program all the way from Cameroon and decided to come just for the child to go to school. And he was able to get admission at the OPM free school.
My name is Mrs. Fevo Demba. I'm a Nigerian living in Cameroon. We are watching OPM. So these children are not going to school since 2 years, and because of the crisis in Cameroon, no school, even business is affecting. So we are about to go back to village. So I and my husband, we decided to come to OPM since we heard about the free school. Since last year, this house. So that's why we came today to take their exam. Asking Dr. Jesus to please let my children go to school because they're not going to school in Cameroon. Yes, they participate. I did not hear their name. Because they are not going to school since going to 3 years, because that thing started since 2016. It affected my husband's business. We are even about to go back to village.
I don't know, that's like, is she here? All the way from where in Cameroon, the child could not pass the exam. You know the exam. Where is that your child that took the exam? Where is it? Just for this exam, just for this exam. Come. Wait, you say you came in Cameroon. Can we? Because people are watching us from everywhere in the world. Where in Cameroon? Call the address so that people can whether you came from Cameroon. Eh?
We are coming from Bamenda, Cameroon.
Bamenda?
Yes.
So you said, what happened while you brought your children from there to come and attend OPM free school?
Because during the problem that is between the Francophone and Anglophone. So
and
Francophone and Anglophone, English side and French side.
Okay, Anglo, Guinea.
So so because of it, because teachers are among the because teachers they are involved in the problem.
The teachers?
Yeah, teachers.
How is teachers involved in the problem?
The teachers are complaining that those people are intimidating them, all those things. Yeah, so there was problem. And that side that we are living, people there, they are fighting between
with the army.
Yes, so there is no school. Going to 2 years and now.
No school?
Yes, no school.
So you normally watch OPM on television?
We watch OPM on television. Even on Sunday, we are not going to church again. We used to watch live service.
Shout hallelujah. But which of your child took the exam?
2 of them.
2 of them took the exam?
Yes, they
and
failed. They failed because they don't know anything again. They don't even know anything. But I even begged whether he will be in Nursery 1.
2 of them failed?
Failed. They don't even know anything.
Okay, don't worry. 2 of them have been given automatic admission. So, but now, you are staying in Cameroon. How can you be able to, from here? So, from here they come and
OPM. If God allow my children to go to school in this OPM, I will relocate because of OPM.
You relocate?
My husband's life will change.
Okay. By Monday, you'll be moving into the OPM free estate.
Good. It's done. So where is welfare? Immediately, automatic. Let the teller mention them, their uniform, so that by Monday they are wearing their school uniform and starting school.
My name is Mrs. Favour Demba. I don't even know what to say. Jesus, I don't even know what to say. Because I'm in Cameroon since 2016. My children stopped school. It's not all about stopping school. The business of my husband was affected. He's doing nothing now. What he's doing there in Cameroon is just, let's say he's there because he will not come home empty-handed. Then we are watching OPM in Cameroon. Even some that will not go to church. People knows me in that place. I mean, I refuse to go to church. Sometimes they will be asking me, what are you doing in the house? Because of OPM, then they are doing life. I used to watch him every day. So one day they are doing a program of this children free school. Every time my children will be crying, Mommy, take me to OPM, let me go to school. But they don't know that we don't have the money to transport ourselves to here. And we don't even know anybody to accommodate us. Then when they are saying that thing, one day my husband, we started selling our things. We sold many of our things. We sold our, oh God. We sold many things in order for us to come here. We sold our gas bottle, many things for us to come. I said, my husband, please, I will go. Let me carry these children and go so that they will go to school. Even your life, so that God will touch you. If it will take me to suffer for these children to go to school in this OPM, and you too, if I find something to do, you will come down. Because it's another thing to be in another man's country, suffering there. People there here, we thought that you are doing something there. So as we pray, we started it. No, but because we don't know any place to stay. My husband, I don't know how he got the number of this sister that is this sister. Then immediately he called him. The brother responded. He said, please, do you know about OPM? He said, yes, it's my church. We were very excited that day. So my husband asked him, please, I want my children to, my wife and my children to come there in order to come and go to that free school. Place for them to stay. That night was like Christmas in our life, in our house. We started jubilating. Then we started the journey. We came here. We are attaching in their house. We are staying with them in their house. During the day of exam, I carried my children and go there. They couldn't make it because for 2 years and they are not going to any school. They forget everything. They don't even know. Even the aboko that they used to teach them, they have forgotten it itself. This one's supposed to be 3 now, but I don't even know the one that will put them now. So they failed the exam. That day that they failed that exam, I was very depressed. But thank God today I came to church. And Daddy remember my case. Oh Jesus! Daddy remember my case and called me and said I should get that woman from Cameroon. You should come. I come immediately. Give my children free education. I don't even know what to say. Because I don't know what my husband will be. I don't know how he feel now. But do you know the man of God from anywhere? I don't even. Are you related in any form? This is my first time to see him face to face. So this is my first time. Even because of the depression on that one, that he couldn't take the assignment. I'm in the house crying. They are with me. I'm in the house crying. They are just consoling me. Tell me if it is God's will, God will do it for me. They were consoling me, advising me, tell me that praying, God of OPM never fail. But I wasn't this thing. But today, Daddy just called me today. I don't even know. I haven't met him face to face. So I haven't seen him. He called me automatically. He called me and give my children free education. Give everything. House. I don't know what to say again. I don't know what to say again. Oh, I'm very full of happiness. Please, you people should thank God for me. Of God, he will live long. No weapon fashioned against him shall prosper. Amen. I used to see this kind of things in television. I don't even know that it will happen to me. I have seen many people. Even that one woman testimony that touched me, that gave me the zeal to come to this Port Harcourt. The woman said that I have already packed to the village. It's one of his brother that is here told them to come back, that he has located a church. That day they came to dedicate the. If this thing can happen to this woman, my own will never be an exception. I will go there. I will suffer just within some time, but I will testify. Today, I have gotten the accommodation. At least my children will be happy now. At least they will go to school. They will never disturb. They are disturbing them. Auntie, please take me to OPM free school. That is what they are telling her.
Direction. My husband went and brought them to the house. So since then we have been together as one family, laughing, gisting. Even when they wrote the exam, they did not pass. The woman was crying seriously in the house. I was telling her, ma, if it is God's way, she must go. These children must go to free school. She refused to eat. I was begging her, please try and eat. She said no, that she will not eat. That the God of I said no, ma. We have tried the God of Omega Power Ministry since how many years now? I said I located OPM when I was in 200 level. Since 200 level, God of OPM has never failed that he will never fail her. That was what I was encouraging her. Since then, yesterday, I was surprised. She told me that her mind is telling her to sing worship, that God wants to do something in her life. I told her, ma, if it is your will to sing worship, sing for God, because there is nothing God cannot do. This one here, Joshua told me, and take me to free OPM free school. Yesterday morning, I told him that don't worry, Daddy will call you. Oh, you will go to free school, okay? He said no problem. Even this one, if they are watching OPM in my house, they will tell you, please, I want to go to OPM free school. I want to go to OPM. I feel, don't worry, God answers the prayer. Oh yeah, everybody kneel down and pray. 3 of them will kneel down and pray. Oh God, please, I want to have admission in OPM free school. God, help me for me to go to OPM free school. I say amen. I will thank God. These children are prayerful. They are prophet and prophetess. They will pray even for me. So I really want to thank God, because I know this is what God of Omega Power Ministry will do in her life. I have been praying for her, and I want to thank God that finally God has done it for her.
Thank you. Bless Daddy in Jesus' name.
God will bless him.
His generation will never lack in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Daddy will live long in Jesus Christ, we pray.
Amen.
And God will bless Daddy in Jesus. And never die in Jesus Christ, we pray. Anything we kill Daddy, let that thing catch fire and die in Jesus' name. And go back to the sender in Jesus Christ, we have prayed. Amen.
So how do you feel that you're going to school? What's your name?
My name is Charles.
So how do you feel that you're going back to school now?
I feel happy.
Shout hallelujah. Generally, that is tithe is for. That is what they offer at tithe. Look at those children. For 2 years, not going to school. And you use from the offering and you build a school and put it 500,000. Tell me, if I have put that school 500,000, will these children have hope of going to school? Will they have hope of going to school? That is why God is happy with OPM. Look at beauty. Future presidents, future governors, future ambassadors. This is the reason why God is happy. It is the reason why, let me tell you this. You are watching me on television. Pay your tithe where the work of God is done. The reason why you are still having that sickness, the reason why you have not grown the way you're supposed to grow, is because you have been paying your tithe in the altar where the pastor uses it to enrich himself, where the pastor used the offering to build school that the less privileged cannot attend. When you pay your tithe in OPM, where the true work of God is done, this is making it 7 schools. And by the grace of God, by next month, we're opening Obibo, free school in Obibo. After that one, Borokri, after free school, Borokri, Job, free school. Why would God not be happy? Why would God not bless those paying their tithes and their offering in OPM? Why would God not bless them? Why? We're not just giving them ordinary food. In the school, we give them balanced diet. The kind of food I didn't eat when I was a child. With egg, protein.
Bothered by the plight of this set of persons, Apostle Chibuzo Chinyere had set up Free School and Free Skill Acquisition Center to ensure that the indigent people in the society can have a ray of hope. He also knows that some may have come to school without food. He gives provisions to the pupils every term to support the school's free lunch program. OPM Free School and Adult Education Center along SAS Road is the latest addition to the OPM Free Schools, and this school is built using world-best standards. Each classroom is air-conditioned with a dedicated toilet for each class, and the environment is serene and well laid out, giving room for extracurricular activities in a very safe and serene environment.
My name is Blessing Elimia. I am very, very happy because my children won the lesson. The admission was given to them. I'm so grateful to God. Even as I'm talking now, we are owing our house rents a year and 6 months. We have not paid. Even where they are going to school before, we are owing them about 3 terms. We have not paid. We are owing that school almost 80-something thousand. Even to feed. At the year 2015, their father that was working in one oil company at Trasamadi, he was dropped down. Since that day till now, even them feeding them, it was by God's grace. That is, the stress is too much. I don't even know where to start and where to stop. I just want to give God glory. May God's name be praised.
Okay, you are the one that your 2 children. Okay, one of your child passed exam. Oh no, 2 of your children. Okay. 2 of them passed the exam. So, but we only admit 1 child for 1 family, 1 child, because there are so many people. So I have to, when she told me that you have 2 children, one carry first, and one carry what? Third. So we have to do exceptional for your case. I told her to admit 2 of your children. So you don't break it. So, and I watched the video when they went to the house. I saw the thing where they sell us provision. Those inside the house. I saw the video, but they kept the house yesterday. Okay. Okay, day before yesterday. I saw the things you are selling. Those things are not too good. Landlord lock your door. Why?
Because we are owing the rent.
How much are you owing landlord?
We are owing a year and 6 months.
How much?
1 year is 120,000.
Okay.
Then you have to sell 160,000.
Okay.
Even the children where they are going to school before, we are still owing them. So
those people, the way they do a sacrifice.
Yes.
I'll give you the house rent. That is 180,000. So don't block me. Shift, my friend.
You will live long. God will continue to bless you. God will continue to bless you. You will live as many years to continue to do the good work of God. Heaven will bear you witness. Oh, I don't know. I'm just afraid. Hey. Daddy, may you live long. Daddy, may you
okay,
live
make
long.
it 200.
Daddy, may you live long.
But if I were you, give landlord half. This is half. You pretend to do your business. They have another case of a Muslim with 8. The husband died, leaving 8 children. The woman lived on kunu. In a day, sometimes she sells up to 500 naira or 1,000 naira kunu, and she used to feed her family. By the grace of God, the child has also gotten admission in the OPM Free School.
So come and video our house. OPM.
Good morning.
Welcome.
Good morning. No problem.
I used to do kunu for sir. I used to use that very amount of soup. When I finish, I'll brown it with this rice here. That's what I use to do the kunu.
How do you manage all this kunu?
So, sometimes if I do the kunu, if I want to sell it, maybe I can raise 500. But the day that God bless, there is market, I'll send 1,000. So we use part of the money for feeding, and the rest we'll use it to go and buy another one that will sell tomorrow.
Okay, we learned that you are seven
Children, yes.
How have you been managing with this 500 naira kunu to feed?
So, it's what we see that we eat. The day we see we eat, the day next day we pray for God to provide for us. Sometimes when I say we use the money all for feeding, then the customers that used to give me the rice and other items that I use, if I don't have money, because they know my condition, they will still give me another one. When I say, if God bring market, I'll go and pay them. By somebody, yes. No, I don't pay him. He only helped us to stay here for some time. We are 7, including me, we are 8 in numbers. Yes.
What's your name?
My name is Mariam. My husband is late.
So that means you're a widow.
I bring her here for the exams. If God help you, she pass, then maybe I can get help from them. And there are 7 of them I can't afford. So I decided to bring this one here. If I can get help from this, then I can face the remaining ones. That's what I believe in. I'm happy. I'm happy so much. And I pray that they should continue to do to people like us that don't have help. They should try and help us and look the way we are suffering with the children that our husband lives for.
How old are you? 26 years.
By the grace of God, OPM Church, the work is much. OPM is open for partnership from captains of industries, federal government, state government, local government, local and international. You can partner with OPM. Individuals have been paying their tithe in a wrong soil where the pastor is using to enrich himself. It is time to divert your tithe to where the work of God is done. So you are an individual, you can partner in 2 different ways in OPM, and also sowing. Say, no, I want to sow into this free education. It costs so much. So you are individual, you say, if you're individual, you say you want to partner with the free education, OPM free education. Maybe you say it's 1 million every month, 2 million every month, 10 million every month, 100 million every month, even 500, even 1,000 naira, whatever the amount. The OPM free account is there, like the OPM education account. OPM free education partner, FCMB, that is First City Monument Bank, and the account number is 03633-90016. Oh, 61, sorry. 08036-90061. Oh, and it's OPM free education partner, FCMB. When you partner, you'll be amazed at the growth God will bring into your business.
The General Overseer, Omega Power Ministry Worldwide, Apostle Chibuzo Chinyere, has distinguished himself over time as a man of purpose and vision, a man with a burning desire to lead the people to God, believing that most people go into crime and wayward living because of hunger, lack, and poverty. He says that the ideal mind is the devil's workshop. He does not believe that there is any sin too big for God to forgive. Neither does any man go too bad for God to change. This belief has seen him delving into all sorts of philanthropy, free schools,
the learning environment of the OPM Free Nursery and Primary School. Here, the educational and moral standards are very high, to a point that places the school at par with its likes anywhere in the world. But in spite of its top quality, every service provided by the school is completely free, in line with the vision of the church and its general overseer, Apostle Chibuzo Gift Chinyere.
What is planned?
Introduction of the free feeding scheme in the school is another well thought out idea by the sponsor to make the pupils more comfortable, as nutrition is equally key to a child's mental and intellectual development. Successful launch of the free feeding scheme, every pupil of the OPM Free Nursery and Primary School is entitled to at least one quality meal.
I lost my husband 2005, and my son was 1 year old when the father died. And now I suffered a lot. To an extent, I couldn't pay for my son's school fees. The grace of God, my son was among those in OPM Free Nursery and Primary. And now, I really thank God of OPM that my son is in this school. Everything is free for him. Both school fees, the environment, all the amenities here, everything are free.
For doing those great things and also giving us free school, because no other church in the world has ever done like this before.
Right now, as I talk to you, we feed people in the free restaurants. We also have the free restaurant where the less privileged go there to eat. We also feed the children.
It's indeed a better package for these indigent pupils whose counterparts in public and most private schools are groaning on with no hope for free feeding anytime soon. Efforts by successive governments, both at the federal and state levels, to either initiate or sustain feeding programs in schools have been unsuccessful. The General Overseer of OPM, Apostle Chibuzo Chinyere, has continued to receive commendations for his humanitarian programs and his outright refusal to join the League of Faith-based organizations that use church proceeds to build the congregation cannot afford.
When a pastor will collect the offerings from the church, then you build a school, high standard like this, then you start collecting school fees. There are members in that church that cannot be able to pay their school fees, but it is their offering. You use it building that school. It's so much wickedness, and that is why, by the grace of God, OPM started a school which is absolutely free, high standards classroom, well-equipped laboratory, free books, all the children, free books, the uniform they wear, 4 different uniforms free, sandals free, school bags free. They will arrange for them to go to Paris for free excursion. God is happy. Now, there was a time I received a call from one of the pupils. Oh, I've not eaten since morning. I said, why? He said, my parents, there's no food for us. It's okay. From now, I installed the welfare. All the pupils that come to the free school, once there is bell, break, all the pupils will eat free food, free of charge, free lunch. That is the job of a pastor.
Free skill acquisition centers.
Omega Power Ministries worldwide has declared a free trading activities for traders of Ohanku markets in Okwa East local government area of Abia State. To this end, the traders will no longer pay for annual shop rent and market levies as these burdens have been taken over.
A lot of poor people struggle to pay for this daily ticket, taxes, for shops. So they go through a lot. I said, okay, what can I do? So I started to, pay for their tickets and pay for the shops. So all they need to do is just to come and sell. They don't pay anything.
Omega Power Ministries Worldwide is a faith-based organization. The visit to Ohanku Market for evangelism by the Apostle Chibuzo Chinyere and his team of ministers, where the market men and women complained of harassment by market enforcement officers for not able to meet up with shop rents and levies. Worried by the challenges, the General Overseer decided to pay off the levies and declared the market a free trade where traders from different parts of the country transact business activities. The man of God explained that the gesture was to make the traders concentrate on their businesses and their children in schools.
I started to pay for their tickets and pay for the shops. So all they need to do is just to come and sell. They don't pay anything. They just come and sell and go.
Apostle Chibuzo Chinyere later joined buyers to buy goods at the market to the admiration of the people, where he encouraged them to always seek the face of God for their business to prosper.
They are going to use to be paying on daily basis. That money, the ticket they pay, they will channel it towards taking care of their kids, towards feeding their kids. So now the burden of paying all those levies are no longer there for them. So now that will help those old women. See, the old women, it will make them to live longer than their age. Because when they are happy, they live longer. So, but when they pay this, they pay it with pain. How much do they sell those things? Go to this local market, you find out some of them, the things they sell is not even up to 1/3. They pay ticket. So they end up, paying taxes on what they don't profit. But now when these things are paid, now they don't need to pay anything again. They're happy. By the grace of God, if we're able to sustain the free school, the OPM free school have been on, which provides free uniform, free books, free sandals, free learning. If we sustain it for 10 years, how do you think we'll not sustain? God is happy. If God is not happy, he could have stopped. Both clinics, even clinics. Now women go and deliver safely. So if all these things are being sustained by God, God is over happy.
Some of the traders who spoke to newsmen thanked OPM for the benevolence, as they now have rest of mind to do their businesses in the markets.
I love that as you do that. I say God bless him as what you do that time.
We are free people. It makes us to be glad. For I'm happy. It's a very, very, very wise gesture. And God will continue to bless him for this.
Anything. When they come here and collect tax from me, I feel very difficult to pay it.
Since we come back from Biafra Civil War, now this market right there, I from granite. They say granite, from granite to provision to building materials until this robbers where they sell now. We don't feel now because it's not good, and all the they take and do anything, then they just scatter the money. If you enter inside the market, you will see that everywhere is scattered. No building, no nothing. When they just collect the money, they spend that for nothing. So it's not good for our mind. So as this our brother OPM, come release those problems. We like it.
Recently pronounced an award of a plot of land for the best graduating student of the school. And the first recipient of the award, Miss Precious Ndubisi, one of the 3 daughters of Mrs. Beauty Ndubisi, a widow from Elibrada Emoha in Rivers State. The general overseer and the divine distributors had gathered by this bush, and everyone had the belief that this land was the award for the best graduating student, when the apostle sprang a surprise and left everyone shocked.
Omega Power Ministry, the divine distributors, we are giving the best graduating pupils. Her name happens to be Precious Ndubisi, and the mother is a widow. We are giving her a 2-bedroom flat and a 1-bedroom flat. It has been registered, it has been signed in court, it's signed in court, everything has been signed in court. So you rent one out to be easy to feed and use the remaining forever. It's your own.
The knowledge that the best graduating students facing accommodation challenges pushed the apostle to make the award of a site of 2 flats, 2-bedroom flats, to house the widow and her children, and the other 1-bedroom flat to give out as rent to support the family financially.
By the grace of God, I decided to say the best graduating student in the OPM free school will be given a plot of land. So I mandated my agent so that I can give it to the best graduating student. So after going through it, so I tried to look, if you give a plot of land to a widow, how will she build it? Where will she get money to build it? Will she sell it? Will she sell it? I said no. I said look for a house, let me buy, so that at least that widow, the accommodation problem will come out from her head. Can make what many widows are suffering. So that was how I decided. It's a 2-bedroom flat and 1-bedroom flat. So that's why I decided to buy it and give to her.
The general overseer says all believers, irrespective of tribe, color, and geographical leanings, are his family members. A justification for overlooking the fact that the award recipient was from Emoha, Rivers State, while he is from Abia State. He, however, used the opportunity to condemn children, saying that God is the giver of all children.
They are not related to me. They are not related to me in any way. I am from Abia State.
They are from Eli Brother.
They are from Eli Brother in Emoha in River State. So it's not that OPM they give out to your own family members. My family is every Christian. Every Christian is my family member. As far as you're born again.
My name is Mrs. Uchetidana. Yes, my heart is full of joy for a great thing the Lord of OPM has done for me. I am very, very happy. I and my children, we are full of happiness. Our mouth cannot be enough to give God glory for all He has done. This is a miracle house. Built in years. The God of OPM used Apostle Chibuzo Chinyere to give me this 3-bedroom flat. Solid, standard 3-bedroom flat. Something that I cannot afford. He is not my brother. He is not related to me. But because he is a man of God, that God is using to change people's life, he decided to help me and my children. I am a poor widow. I don't have no helper. But because God is using him, he is the one that built this house for me and my children. For us to have a home where we will live. I give God all the glory. I give God all the honor, all the adoration. He did not collect 1 naira from me. 5 kobo he did not take from me. This is offering and the tithes of members. He decided to use it to change people's lives. That reward people. Give him his position in heaven in the name of Jesus. It's not every pastor that will do it. It's not every pastor that will do this to their members. I am not the first and I'm not the last. He has been doing it for people. He has been doing it for many people, and he still keep on doing it. I pray that the God that touched his heart to keep on doing it, allow him to stop in the name of Jesus.
Jesus is the sweetest name I know. He's always just the same. Oh, praise his holy name.
I officially open this house in the name of the Father, Amen. And of the Son, Amen. And of the Holy
Spirit. Nina has been homeless for 10 years following the death of her husband. Her suffering was made worse as a result of her childlessness, which resorted to her